evening, Padres fans, and welcome to the 25th anniversary, 25 years of pod racing, Galactic Pod Racing Championship. I am Digital Unity, and I'm joined here by King Bean Dip.
Hello.
We'll be your commentators for today's qualifiers.
Yes, excuse me while I continue to use brain power for other stuff.
Well, Paige's stream is framey. Framey as in, teacher, please advance to the next slide.
Yeah.
Someone should let them know about that.
Alright, we're just trying to get Paige's stream smoother before we start, and then we can go.
I have alerted Paige to the situation. In the complete wrong channel. Good job. Things like that are best done in Tournament Live. While we're trying to fix this, why don't you go ahead and explain a little bit about what qualifiers are, KBD?
Oh, right. That is totally something I can do while troubleshooting this. Alright, so all three players will have a certain amount of time on each of three tracks to set the fastest 3-lap time that they can. And that will be used to rank them into the tournament brackets.
Oh, we've lost visual on Paige.
That's a good sign. That means she's changing something.
Things are happening, folks. Oh yeah, that's what I was doing. I was pulling up the clock so that I could get some timers ready.
Twitch ads. Okay.
Oh, that looks right. Guy is reversing through vengeance. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. We'll see how it works out for him.
Okay. Alright. It looks like everybody's stream is up, so I think we're ready to go. Okay. I'm going to give them the countdown.
Okay. Let me know when the countdown's been given. Has countdown been given?
Not yet.
I'm eagerly awaiting pressing the 20-minute timer button.
Countdown. Here we go.
Do I start my 20-minute timer?
Yes.
20 minutes on the clock. Well, we're off. Everybody else will be off in just a little bit as stream delay catches up.
Right.
I believe you were explaining what qualifiers are.
I believe I finished that explanation, but yeah, everybody will have 20 minutes on this track, Vengeance, to set the fastest time that they can. They can restart as many times as they want within that window. And then when they're done with this track, we'll have 2 more tracks afterwards.
Being Zugga Challenge and Sebulba's Legacy.
Yes. A very interesting selection of qualifying tracks we got this year.
Very dark selection of qualifying tracks
Yeah,
we
all
got
of them
this
are very
year.
dark.
Up your gamma settings.
Pure gamma settings, no kidding.
And they're off.
Alright, let us know in the chat if audio needs to be rebalanced or anything. Alright, let's see here. Sorry, getting my wits about.
We have someone in chat asking, ¿Cómo se califica al torneo? ¿O qué es? Soy de México y quiero jugar.
Join our Discord server, and okay, I'm assuming you understand English. Join our Discord server. You can find. Oh geez, where's the easiest way to find the link?
I think it's in the tournament channel.
No, the link to our Discord server.
Oh, you can just drop that.
Yeah, why don't you do that?
Link will be deployed.
And then if you look at announcements, there is a there's some sign-up information there. Sign-ups close next Sunday, or no, next Monday. I think it's the 19th.
Yeah, the 19th is when sign-ups close.
So you have until then.
Link has been dropped.
All right. Ram is a rookie this year. So I really know basically nothing about him. So we'll see how he does. Paige has been with us since, I'm pretty sure she participated in the 20th anniversary tournament 5 years ago.
Yeah, I think that she created tournament in some aspect,
Yeah,
right?
she was very involved in the creation of this tournament from the beginning. She hasn't participated every year since then, but we're very glad to have her back. Did Dwight also
He's another
participate?
veteran.
Yeah, he's another veteran. I think he was also in that very first year. So we'll see how they do. Alright, I will commentate Ram's lap here because he's just starting, so you can get a nice feel for the track. This opening part of the track is not too special, except going down the street straight we get to a very dark, blind... Oh shoot, sorry. I'm watching the wrong stream. I need to close Twitch.
Ooh! Fly Guy has taken a quick death to the disintegrator.
Alright, Paige is about to finish a run. Need to stick in that.
Looks like it's gonna be a 3:10.
0.545. Alright, that puts her in
Pluto
second
also
place.
getting chopped by the disintegrator.
Yep, Dwight is finishing his first run as well.
With a 3:36.717.
That puts him in last place of all the qualifiers so far, and Ram is about to finish a run. It's going to be 3 minutes 58? 7?
3:57.351.
Alright, so Ram is in last place now.
Dwight has quickly moved up the ladder.
Yes. They have another 15 minutes though. Alright, now
Still 15 minutes on the clock?
Yep. now watching the correct stream, I will commentate Ram's lap.
There we
Alright,
go.
so the beginning part of the track isn't too exciting, just have this relatively narrow turn and then that wide turn. Now we're going into this figure 8, which is dark and narrow and very easy to die in. It is possible to boost all the way through there if you are a nut job.
And it's into the fan room very quickly through.
Yep, the fans need to be dodged. And then coming through this rotating door, which did not rotate this time, and into the anti-gravity tube, which really likes to kill people.
Home to my favorite obstacle in the game, the disintegrator.
Yep. At high level of play,
it's just a giant energy binder.
Yep.
Ooh!
At high level of play, dying in this tube is not particularly difficult to avoid, but it is still extremely difficult to get the boost timings right. To boost at the right times in order to get a fast lap.
That's absolutely right.
And then out of the tube and across the line, and that's 1 lap.
He has to complete 2 more circuits. Oh
He
dear.
sure does.
Fly guy coming out of the end of the gravity tube into cave.
Oh,
should we
Paige
tick off the bingo card? Is it too early?
Maybe. Paige is restarting this run after that death. She already
Understandable.
has a 310. Yeah, she already has a 310, so she's not going to beat that time with the death.
Yeah, in my practices, I got a 306 so far on Venge. I think I could get a 305, but I would probably have to actually learn optimal TFPS strats instead of 50-20, but I'm just so much more comfortable at 50-20.
Right.
Which, now that I've said TFPS strats and the numbers 50 and 20 back to back, take out your bingo cards, everybody.
Yep.
Time for commentators explain TFPS badly. Everyone's favorite.
No, we don't need to do that today. Dwight's about
Are you
to
sure? Like, it's one of my favorite things to do, to just quickly brush over the fact that the game's frame rate and traction are inexorably linked as a result of a programming oversight.
Anyway, Dwight had a 336, he just put in a 319. So those are the improvements we like to see. For reference, the fastest time so far in qualifying on this track was by Adept, who got a 305.9.
That is impressive.
And world record is a 301, which is extraordinarily difficult to get. Well, obviously it's a world record. It's extraordinarily difficult to get faster than 304. So 305 is right up there.
I have a feeling when we finally see Dom qualify, this is going to be... Adept's time is going to be blown completely out of the water.
Maybe. Alright.
Ooh! That's a nasty death by Paige.
Ram shaved off another 9 seconds, I think.
347.693, not bad, not bad. Fly guy coming out of cave. Ooh, losing the boost. Across the line for a 1:07.31 first lap, not too shabby.
Oh! Dwight still finishing this run. He's 18 seconds off world record, so he can definitely take a death and still get a faster time than he has right now. Dying costs typically around 4 seconds.
Typically.
It depends on various factors, but usually it's around there.
You'll notice 2 out of 3 of our players value their eyesight, as they have the fixed textures mod. Paige, for whatever reason, really likes seeing the bitrate go down. Funny number go down, make Paige happy.
For some reason, the PC version of this game has a few broken textures that are kind of scrambled.
Actually, not just the PC version. Any version but the N64 version has this problem.
Yeah,
I've checked. It's that bad. It's every version that isn't N64 has these choppy, grainy, weird, broken textures in it.
Yep. So one of the approved mods for running this tournament is a texture fix patch that fixes the PC version. And
it's my favorite.
Everybody's running the PC version. Players can use any version of the game, any console or whatever, but the PC
is optimal.
Effective. Yeah. I think we've had a Switch player last year.
I was a Switch player once, I think.
Yeah. Once I tried for an exhibition doing playing Dreamcast. I believe that was a digital. And it is so hard to boost on Dreamcast.
Legends say he's still loading the game to this day.
Right, and load times are horrible.
Oh, yeah, I'd reset there too, do I?
Paige beginning her last lap, and Ram just a little bit ahead on the same lap.
I cursed my last co-commentator with this. I gotta curse you with it. The fan blades in the fan room. Don't they look like big sink taps?
They sure do. I don't even know if they're fans. They don't look like fans.
I think they must be fans, because in that room there's actually a spot of, like, fast terrain.
But they're like cogs that aren't attached to anything. Alright, Ram got a 351. That is not faster than his standing 347. Paige with a 306.
There we go. That's a time that I was expecting to see out of Paige today. 306.774 is much better than the 310. Can she drag out a 305? Or is she going to rest on her laurels?
That puts her in second place.
Very nice. But knowing her, she's not going to gun for anything less than first on this.
She is currently 0.8 seconds behind Adept. And there are 6 minutes to go.
Thank you for keeping track of that, because I keep losing where my clock is.
So now Paige is not only going for a clean run, but a very fast run on top of that.
We're looking for a run that squeaks when you rub it.
That's right. Adept's time is really impressive, I gotta say. Adept
I was watching Adept. I think I was watching Adept qualify, and that run... Adept does the figure 8 boost.
Oh!
Which is horrifying to watch.
Adept was a rookie last year, wasn't he?
I don't think Adept played last year. I think Adept, looked at the tournament and thought about playing, but didn't actually sign up.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he
I
said
don't
he had
remember.
not previously played, so he's a rookie.
And going for figure 8 boost, of all things, it's like the hardest trick you can do on Vengeance is figure 8 boost, and the madman went for it.
He probably saw that Vengeance was on the schedule and figured, all right, what are the world record strats? I'll just do that. That's best,
I'll
right?
just learn them. And then, unlike anybody else who looks at what are world record strats, I'll learn them. Adept actually did learn them.
Yeah, Droopy, we had multiple setup problems, so we're starting about 18 minutes behind.
Just a little bit behind schedule. Ooh.
See,
Paige
Paige
is
on her
into the
last
tube.
This is where the boost timing is really difficult. She needs to max out her boost at the end of the tube, which it looks like she's going to pull off. Almost. She cut her
Ooh.
boost too early. That will cost her maybe a couple tenths. Oh, and a death!
Oh!
That will cost
That's
her.
gonna cost her a whole run.
Yep. Oh, that is a bad time to die. She has enough time for 2 more full attempts. Barely. With like 1 second to spare.
If you squint.
Yeah. Depending on how strictly we enforce the time limit.
Let's enforce the rule that Goof told us was stupid and cut restarts 1 minute before the end.
That's right.
Can't believe we used to do that.
Yeah, so dumb.
And nobody saw a problem with it until Goof was like, hey, oh, that's a bit weird, isn't it?
Alright, well, okay, let me mark this. Those two.
We should talk about the reason everybody's brought Fud Sang alongside them, because even though he's my favorite character, he does need to be justified in his existence.
That's right. Yeah, everybody is running with one AI character on the map, which is optional. There's no reason you need to run with another, with an AI racer, except on a couple tracks like this one, because Futsang helps to clear away some of the asteroids after lap 1 in the anti-gravity tube, making laps 2 and 3 slightly easier.
I mean, you know, smashing rocks has something to do with 4 life sentences.
Yeah. Another 357 from Ram, that does not beat his 347.
Ooh, another death from Dwight. I forget. Not like it's gonna happen today, but what is the time penalty for DNF?
No, there's no time penalty anymore because we have a point system.
Oh, what's the point penalty?
Well, there's no point penalty. You just get however many points last place gets.
Oh.
So you're in last place and you get that many points.
It would help if I actually read the rules.
Alright, Dwy on his last lap. He has a 319 to beat. I do not think he's gonna do that. And there are only 15 seconds left, so there will be no more restarts. Four,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna leave the pencils down notice for him.
I just did.
You just did? Where'd you leave it?
In Discord.
Which Discord?
Oh, sorry, the SpeedGaming one.
Oh.
Do I restart it? Well, stream delay.
Stream delay is about, like,
That was-
what? A minute,
Yeah,
30 seconds?
Yeah, so that was probably legal.
I'm gonna say that was legal, and if not, I will make it legal.
That's right. I'm pretty sure that was legal. Alright. Dwight has one more attempt. That's what makes enforcing
My lord, is that legal?
That's what makes enforcing the time limit difficult.
Stream delay. See, what I should do is, like, you should start your timer in sync with the actual real time, and I should start my timer in sync with stream delay. We'll try that next race. We'll see how that works.
Yep. So basically how this works with the point system, well, nah, I'll explain that between races. Ram on his
That'll be a good thing while I take a small hydration break once we get to the in-between time there.
I do not
Paige
think
coming out with a 101.91 second lap. Not bad, not bad.
Yep, that's pretty good. I do not think Ram is on pace to beat his time.
Definitely not now.
Paige probably is.
Paige is definitely on pace to beat Ram's time.
Well, yeah, to beat Ram's time, sure. Alright, again, Paige needs to max out her boost at the end of the tube. Well, she doesn't need to, but definitely faster if she does. She cut her boost early on her last run, so... Oh, she died again!
Oh!
No!
Oh!
Oh, man. Alright, her 306 is going to stand.
What a crying shame.
19 stands.
All right.
Alright, now we move on to Zega Challenge.
Well, we move on to a brief hiatus, a small break.
Right. They got 3 minutes.
Time to detilt, to get yourself something to drink, a snack, and, a time for our sponsors. For all your collision and repair needs, check out Watto's Repair Bay.
With all the money he's losing in the junkyard, he is definitely sponsoring the races.
And betting heavily on Sebulba, who's not even participating.
Yep.
Oh.
In the game, nobody told Watto that he's supposed to make a profit on what he sells. He just always buys and sells them at value.
Why getting a little bit of a warm-up in, it seems.
Yep. Alright, another minute, and then we'll be off.
Hope I've been providing good commentary with you so far. I mean, I feel like I have, but at the same time, I feel like I've been wildly unprofessional so far.
I feel like I'm always unprofessional.
Who needs professionalism when you got good jokes and good laughs?
Yeah, that's what you're here for.
Ooh, corkscrew cage takes another life. That was Radiant's term coining there. corkscrew cage. I like that.
Countdown
Oi!
is given. We have 25 minutes.
Countdown has been given for 25 minutes. I am eagerly awaiting the stream delay reset so that I can start my 25-minute timer and be in sync with fictional reality.
Yep. All right, so how the point system works with qualifying is there are 17 people participating in the tournament this year. I thought it was 18. Anyway, they all run the same 3 tracks, and we take each of their fastest times and rank them from fastest to slowest, and they get a number of points accordingly. Then we add up each player's points across the 3 races, and that determines where they fall in the tournament bracket.
All right, my stream delayed 25 minutes has just started.
Oh, cool.
Now we'll be able to tell if things are legal or not. Better enforce our rules.
That's right. All right, watching
challenge.
watching Paige. All right, so Paige just started the lap. You run through these under these dozers here, which is always a bit fun. Then coming down this hill and around this turn, there is a very long straight, and you will basically always max out your boost on this straight.
It takes a lot not to max your boost on this straight.
Yeah. Then we go through this market section, which has really cool sound effect. I love it. Then there's this 360-degree turn. There are 2 tunnels that you can take, the left and right. The left one is slightly faster. Then coming down here, there is a sharp hairpin right, and then a sharper hairpin left, and over this small jump. Then climb back out of the pit. And then at the end of this also long straight, we encounter the infamous dozer, which roams back and forth along the track. It is always in a predictable location, but sometimes that location is horrible, especially on lap 3.
Gaming's final boss, that dozer.
Uh-huh.
128.81 for Paige's first lap, not too shabby.
Oh, nice. The location of the dozer is determined strictly based on the time you are in the race.
Yeah, its position is on a global timer.
Yeah, so you can memorize where it's going to be at a certain time.
If Paige races well, the dozer should be climbing slightly around the corner on the end of lap 2 and high up on the mountain at the end of lap 3. Speaking of, dozer just took RamOfPluto's life, so
Yep.
final boss of gaming claims another one, folks.
Unfortunately, the dozer, if you are just a little bit behind record pace, like 1 or 2 seconds, then the dozer will be at the top of the hill, which is by far the most difficult location to deal with it. And so that's what almost everybody ends up dealing with. Myself included, even though I held the world record on this track briefly.
Current world record on this track, as on any track given the day, is held by Domare. Ooh! Dozer takes Dwy down.
Yeah, normally you don't see that on...
127.59 second lap from Paige. Not hugging the inside wall to dodge dozer on lap 2. An interesting decision.
World record on this track is a 4:14. The fastest qualifying time so far is 4:23 by Adept.
Adept really went hard in qualifiers this year.
Yeah. 4:23 is pretty quick. Paige will really have to push in order to beat that time, which she'll definitely want to do because she lost to him on Vengeance.
Vengeance. I'm not sure Paige has it in her.
Yeah, we'll see.
Like, these particular strategies, she's taking this very wide, she's boosting in weird places compared to what I've always learned to do. Like, I'm not convinced Paige knows as much Zugga as she thinks she does. Or maybe I think I know more than I really do.
She's only at 410 approaching the dozer. Yeah, she is relatively slow, and this is where the dozer is if you're not quick enough. She did handle it really well, I gotta say that. 423 to beat. She has 424.
423 to beat, you said?
Yep.
Well, if she's coming in at a 424 on her first attempt, she can probably beat it, but she's going to have to clean it up considerably.
Oh, jeez. Let's see here. Dwight's time was a 438? 0.302? I hope that's right. Ram will be finishing his first run in about a minute. So, oh, no, about 40 seconds. No less. Whatever. The dozer will probably be in a pretty good place for him, though. Yeah.
Yeah, Dozer is retreating.
Very rudely, the dozer hangs out at the top of that hill for like 10 seconds.
Yeah, it gets there, parks, and then goes back down.
Yeah, which is so rude because it doesn't park anywhere else on its path. Alright,
Paige makes this weird decision not to wait at the bottom of the hill on this part of Zugga, which I don't understand because it's not what I've been taught to do.
It really doesn't make much difference.
Doesn't make much difference? Okay.
At most, it's a 10th.
This still looks wide to me, though.
Yeah, going wide around this loop is definitely an error. In this game, there is no speed penalty for turning. You go at the same speed no matter how far you're turning, in other words. Which means that the optimal line, unlike many other racing games, is to hug the inside wall as tight as you can all the time.
Yeah, it's just apex to apex is your shortest line every time.
Yep. So if you are going wide, you're simply losing time.
Just go narrower.
Yep, it's easy.
Oh, that's wide there too. Traditionally, you want to go around the right side of that advertisement thing. What is that, a billboard?
Oh! Ram tried jumping over the dozer, which did not work out for him. The dozer has a really weird hitbox.
Is it one of those ones that extends infinitely upward, but only in select areas?
No, I don't think it goes infinitely... No, it doesn't go infinitely upward. But the hitbox of the treads is above where the tread is visually. And it's also only the front and the back of the tread. All along the entire rest of the length of the tread, there is no hitbox, so you can just drive through it. It's so weird.
Gotta love that hitbox. Gotta love those 1999 hitboxes.
Yep, Dwight died to the dozer again.
I'm telling you, that dozer, it's out for blood.
Uh-huh.
If a dozer was capable of vampirism.
Alright, Paige is on pace, barely, to beat Adept's 423. So we'll see if we can pull it off. She has one lap to go.
I don't know. I'm sensing a throw.
Why would you say that?
I don't know. I've just got a bad feeling in the pit of my stomach.
Uh-huh. Do I fail to boost at all during the loop? It is fairly difficult to boost through the loop. So how the boosting works in this game is when you are boosting, your engines heat up. When you are not boosting, your engines cool down at a constant rate. And so if your engines are fully cool and you are not boosting,
Ooh.
you're wasting time. And we call that underheating. Alright,
Yep, I told you.
438 to beat. Not gonna do it.
Paige throws directly into the dozer.
Wait. Oh no, that was a best time for him. Okay, did anybody in chat get Dwight's time here? I got 4:45 point something. Ram is fighting a flashing red engine. When the engine flashes red, it pulls you to that side, and so he has to counter steer all the time. It looks like
It's
he's
gonna
going to
suck coming into the final turn.
He has a 457.
Maybe repair that, Ram, or finish the race. Okay, never mind.
Just finish, it's fine. Alright, he
Yeah,
shipped up for a
it's
second.
fine. Never mind. You'll notice that our runners are often tilting as they go over that jump. That's because it is one of the many spots in this game that can rudely decide that you don't deserve to exist any longer.
Unless you're tilting, because then it forgets about you.
Yeah, if you're tilting, it's polite to you and says, alright, you can pass. You're cool.
Yep.
As best we can tell, there's some kind of slightly misaligned face that you're just smacking into the back of, I guess, at that point. Or with any given ramp.
That's one of the things that can cause it. The other thing that can cause it is an abrupt change in elevation. Well, not
Yeah,
elevation.
abrupt changes in elevation that cause abrupt changes in velocity.
Abrupt change in tilt, yeah, which causes your velocity to change too much. If you are tilting, it increases your hover height, which dampens that effect. And so you can survive things while tilting that you could not while driving up.
Dwy goes down again.
But I suspect that the in-universe explanation for dying while not tilting is because you're failing to pose for the cameras.
I thought it would be because your engine's bottomed out.
No, you gotta pose.
Clearly. Dwy adjusting traction?
Yes, Mikey. The game causes you to die if you lose too much speed in one frame.
The good old DSD, Death Speed Drop.
Yep. And that is how the game causes you to die whenever you hit a wall. It's not the force that kills you, it's your loss of speed. Which is really funny.
I like that it's not impact force that gets calculated, it's loss of speed.
Yep.
The random weird shortcuts that get taken by physics engines in the 90s.
Yep. Hey, the game works.
Yeah, barely.
Barely. Yeah, we now
Works
have.
for this game is a strong compliment.
Yeah, we now have a skip known on almost every track in the game. Well, okay, not almost every. Maybe like 70% of them.
I think there's only like 2 that still don't have skips, right?
I don't remember.
Spice Mine Run doesn't have a skip yet.
Paige, approaching the finish. See how she handles the dozer. Slows down, which is the slow way to handle it, but it looks like she will beat her 424. And... oh, she gets a
422.
422!
That's a PB.
She beats out Adept by 0.2.
Nicely done.
I would just like to see the rest of the decimals on that time, please, Paige, if you don't mind.
I think Paige is taking some time to gloat. That'd be a very Paige thing to do, to take a screenshot and send it to the Discord and the speedrun chat just to gloat.
Alright, she tabbed back into the game. The game freezes when you tap out of it.
Alternatively, she tabbed out to save the replay buffer.
Yeah, she's just letting that sit. She is happy with that run. She probably got a PB.
We'd like to see the decimals, please. Also, you have 9 minutes. You can definitely shave a second in that time.
Yep.
Ooh! You might have seen the word warning crop up on Dry Guy's screen there for a second. That's what happens if your engine goes beyond red.
And then if
When you
don't...
have
Yeah, go ahead.
when you have warning damage, you have 10 seconds to repair, or your engine will self-destruct.
Paige, what's the time?
Paige!
Why are you making us wait?
Why you do? There it is! 838!
Okay.
Is it an 838 or a 636?
It was an 8-4, so it's an 838. That means that so far in qualifying, Paige and Adept are tied. They will almost certainly not be tied after the third track, but we'll get there when we get there.
Uh-oh.
Ram and Dwy about on the same position on track and both on their final lap. Let's see if Dwy can boost a little bit more around this turn. It looks like he's not.
I do have to take a brief break to cram some dinner in my face.
What?
Is it possible? I have to eat. I have to violently shove a hamburger down my throat. Is it possible for me to go do that while you commentate the rest of this session?
Sure, I will not die or anything while you're gone.
Yeah, okay, thank you. I'll be back.
Anytime. .445 to beat for Dwy. Oh, it's another 445. Is it faster? 328. Yes, it was faster. Whoops. And oh, Ram got a new time. Take it. Did anybody get Ram's time? .438.302 is what I had. Okay, thank you. 44918. Thank you again. Wow, that means Ram is only 2 seconds away from Dwight. Which is really nice to see from someone who has evidently not been running the game for very long. Paige is at 422, so she needs a clean run. And there are 4.5 minutes left, so... we'll see what they can do. Yeah, we'll have to double check Dwight's time after the stream. Sorry, I'll focus again. Here comes the dozer for Dwight. It's in a bad position. He slows down enough for it. You do not need to slow down for it to go under it, but you do have to slide and reduce your traction in order to kind of skip over the crest of the hill. But it's always a bit kind of scary to do that, and not everybody knows that you can. And the brakes in this game are really unresponsive. So it can be, by the time you notice you need to brake, it might already be too late. With the strats that Paige is using, around a 418 is possible. So we'll see how much she has left in the bag. Dwight coming up the hill on lap 3. I think the dozer will be alright for him at this time. Nope, it's at the top of the hill. Nice and slow. And I have no idea what Dwight's previous time was, so I'm not even going to write this down. We'll get it. We'll get it from the stream later. They have 45 seconds left. So they have enough time to finish this run, and no more restarts, unless they restart early. Paige is going really wide through the market section. Going tight around all these turns is kind of scary because they're all blind. And so going wide is just safer, of course. And it's even scarier considering that you try to boost right after turns as much as possible. Alright, time is up. Like Ram is restarting. Probably has around 20 seconds with stream delay, so that's fine. Paige with a 127.8. That is a pretty quick lap 1.
I'm back. I'm back. I
Hey,
made it. I survived.
Oh good. You have the stream delay timer.
Yeah, there's 18 seconds left of the stream delay timer.
Cool.
Did you give them the warning that time was up?
Oh, no, I gave them a 45-second warning.
What did you do?
It's fine. Alright, Paige is gonna sit on her 422.
A wise decision.
Yep. And then after this, we will be going to Sebulba's Legacy, and I don't know who decided that 10 minutes was enough time for that track, but it is what it is. Paige just getting ready for that. Ram also. Waiting for Dwy, see if he can put in a faster time. So of course that means Paige will have a couple minutes of practice extra. Dozer lap 2. Oh, Dwy barely gets under it.
That's why we go over the right tread, Dwight. Oh,
Hey, 130 is a pretty good lap.
it is. I won't deny that.
Alright, he could beat his time. Hey, if he gets faster than 438, then that clears up the whole we have to go back and check his time problem.
You can do it, Dwight. I believe in you.
Please save us the effort. If he doesn't die, he'll do it. I don't know exactly what his base is.
That Ewok herd says that it's a 448, a mistyped time from earlier.
Oh, it's a 448.302. But he got a 445 since then. No, he got a 440 since then. Alright, please just beat a 440.
Just beat a time, lol. PB, right now. Do it. Figure out how to navigate this dozer.
Come on, go! You got like 10 seconds. Yes! Woo!
Yeah! 436.059!
Nice.
Woo! Doggy. Must have been a clean Zugga, no crashes.
Oh, good.
Locked and loaded. Oh my god. That was rough. All right, time for what?
You could see on the final lap that he was hovering in the air, just avoiding dropping down to avoid any risk of dying to that kill spot.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
He did not want to lose that run. Alright, I'm gonna... Oh, no, No, Windows, go away. I hit the wrong key. Alright.
Wrong button.
I am giving them the countdown.
Remember to tell
10
them when
minutes.
time's up this time.
Right. 10 minutes is
So-
so short. This is a quick track, but it is so hard.
We are heading into Sebulba's Legacy, the only Malastare track not based on a real-life race course.
Uh-huh. So far as we know.
It looked like one to me. Like, I thought it looked familiar based on one, but like comparing the maps closer, it just didn't match up.
Uh-huh. There are so many real-world tracks, it's... Anyway. Yeah, so Sebulba's Legacy is a brutally difficult 2-minute track. Every single turn likes to kill you. It is
Repeatedly.
repeatedly, every lap. But especially on lap 3. But crazy enough, it is still pretty far from being the hardest track in the game.
Do you think that they've started?
Well, Ram hasn't started yet. I don't know, man. Maybe it started now.
I'm gonna start my 10-minute timer, and we're gonna see how close I am to right.
Yeah, I have no idea, dude.
It's a new lap record.
Ooh,
Death from Dwight.
those are things you don't like to hear back to back.
Yeah.
Paige
Nobody
Sebulba's Legacy looking a little shaky on lap 1 there, 38.45.
Nobody is using the drop-down strat. Which...
Yeah, tunnel strats are, I think, a little bit beyond our
Yeah.
cadre here.
It'll save you, 1 or 2 seconds at the expense of increasing the difficulty of the whole track by about 50%. So, it's not a good trade-off unless you're pushing for really fast times.
Save 2 seconds? Nah. Die 98% of the time more.
Yep. Alright, Dwight and Paige on their final laps. Let's... Paige is gonna cross the line first. She's gonna get a 151?
151.74. That's, I think, faster than anything I've gotten in practice, so I'm impressed with that. Despite the 38 first lap, I guess my concept of time and reality are very far apart. Dwight has made the interesting decision to switch to a worse pod.
Hey, it's only slightly worse. It is way easier, though.
Oh, Paige crunches to the death spot.
216.701 for Ram. That places him ahead of Dwight by half a second.
I don't think that's gonna stand.
I don't know. He was only 4 seconds off of Dwight on Zugga. Ram really struggled with Vengeance, but he's done fine other than that. But yeah, it probably won't stand because Dwight switched to the safe pod. So this track has no long straights, which is what Ben needs to gain time because his boost is so powerful. Without those long straights, it is a pain to get all of your boost in because you want to reach maximum heat when you cross the line. It's barely possible. But with Bullseye, it's a piece of cake. So even though Bullseye is slower, Many players can get a much better run with him, which is why Dwight has switched pods.
Lock in a good time with Bullseye and then mess with Ben if you want.
Yeah. There are several other pods you can pick here, like Mahonic and Mars.
Mars would be an interesting pick to see,
Even
but I
Elan.
don't think that he's going to be quite as fast as either Ben or Bullseye.
Well, this is paying off because Dwight had a 217, now he has a 203.
That is a massive improvement by just changing pods.
Yep. Looks like he's going to change pods again, now that he has a good time. Gonna go back to Ben?
No,
Nope, he's thinking. We're gonna
there
find
are
out.
thoughts that are happening. Mars!
Yeah!
Mars time! Mars time!
51. Nope, that is not a fast time.
Sky!
Wait, it is. Paige. Paige shaved 4 thousandths of a second off of her time. It's better.
Excellent. It's great time. It's great time.
Wait, 3.5 minutes to go. Oops. Ram with a 215. That is another improvement. 15.278.
Really, the best way for Ram to improve is just to race clean.
Yeah. Yeah, so Ram shaved off a second and a half, while Dwight shaved off 14 seconds by switching pods.
Well, Mars is going away.
Oh, man. But Mars on this track is so fun. I did it in tournament like 2020, I think?
Elon coming out.
Yeah. Alright, Elan is like Mars Light.
Diet Mars.
Diet Mars. Smaller pod, not quite as fast. Easier to control, probably. Slightly. But mostly, you can see past the pod. Mars is
Most
so big.
importantly and critically, you can actually see what you're doing.
Yep, Mars is so big that it affects visibility.
Oh! Crispy crunchy.
Yep, there is a random death spot at the end of that hill. Just because the bottom of the hill cut is so sharp.
Jagged 1999 geometry. Ooh!
Yep.
Another one. How much time is left on your timer?
Minute 45.
Yeah, I think my timer started late because I've got 3:06 left.
Yeah, I think Ram started at a weird time.
I think Paige saw the countdown and just decided, well, I'm gonna keep this one anyway.
Yep. Alright, Paige on lap 3. Her boost is quite high. That's really good. But her heat.
That is what you
See,
want to see, is high
Let's
heat on
see what
lap
she can
3.
get. She has a 151.74. She's going to beat that.
A nasty crash from Ram.
51.2.
151.08.
Oh, right, and that puts Paige overall ahead of Adept. As Adept
Nicely done.
Adept at a 53.8 here, so Paige beat that by 2.8 seconds. Dwight coming in on the lap. I don't think Dwight is going to beat his 203.
I don't think Dwight's going to beat a 203, not with Elon. Must be time up.
Well, no, I got 5 more seconds. Plus stream delay. So, Dwight could still go back in. Looks like he did. Yeah, he switched back to Bullseye. So this is going to be everybody's last run, most likely. Sorry, I haven't been watching Twitch Strat for a while. What's going on over here?
Did you put a pencils down warning?
Paige's, I did. Paige's boy getting roasted.
Well, I think that we can all be impressed with the display of racing today.
Oh, right. A critical thing I have not explained so far. There are 18-ish competitors in this year's tournament. Or 17. I think there's 17 officially so far. The top
Which
8...
means we have 2 brackets?
Yeah, which means we have 2 brackets. The top 8 will go into the upper bracket, and the bottom 9 will go into the lower bracket. So if you qualify in at least 8th position, you are guaranteed to finish the tournament in 8th place or better. Whereas if you qualify in the lower bracket, you cannot finish better than 9th. So qualifying is especially important in deciding where people lie in the middle of the pack. Ram is giving up that run. He does not have time to start another one. Paige and
Ooh,
Dwight.
looks like Ram's game might have crashed. Nope.
Paige is a 151 to beat. Her heat is at max. She can beat it. Dwight had a 203. He should be able to beat that as well. Alright, 151 for Paige. No. Nope. That's
151.43. Not going to do it.
And Dwight headed 203.1. So this isn't going to do it for him either. Alright.
That's going to do it.
Yep. Alright, so standing so far. Oh, well, we'll wait for people to get in here. Hey Dwight, you're muted. Okay.
Oh, hello.
There we go. Muted and deafened.
Oh
Paige?
dear God,
Paige?
my hands are no longer used to this game.
Yeah, it's
And Ram, welcome.
Oh, good showing.
Fine racing today. Fine racing.
Alright, standing so far. Paige at 280 points. Paige, you are leading in qualifying.
nice.
Cool.
Cool.
Adept at 260. Droopy at 204. Dwight at 174. And then Ram at 153 points so far. All of that will change, of course, as more people qualify.
Oh God, do I have a shot at upper bracket with that?
You sure do.
Oh dear God.
I would think so.
I'm ready to
yeah.
be out of my depth. Don't play in a year, qualify higher than ever. Got it.
Well, you only have to face Ace and Dom and Metallica up there. It's no big deal.
Oh right, you're not playing this year.
It's just, the 3 most consistent players who to ever do it. You'll be fine.
We're also doing, like, are we undervaluing Harold and Nate?
Yeah, I have no idea what to expect from them.
No.
I would say that Harold and Nate will definitely be an upper bracket right there with you, Paige.
Oh yeah,
So have fun!
that'll be fine. Also, I unmuted after my after the first Zugga time I set, and I immediately heard, maybe she doesn't know as much about this track as she thinks. Promptly Kit's a very strong PB.
Yeah, 422 is a good time.
It's the 5th track in the game where I am a 10th of a second behind Hugh. All over the place.
Do you
the
mean
funnier
behind
comment.
here between or behind digital?
Behind Hugh Doro. I
Oh,
bopped
Hugh.
digital with that.
Oh, Hugh. I understood you.
No, I bopped digital with that, which it makes it even funnier.
Yeah, well, you just boost in different places than me. Can you blame me for being doubtful?
As long as I use enough heat, it gets there.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how Homura does.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, no, Homer is going to take upper bracket. Sorry, Paige, you're not making it.
I think I've got a shot at qualifying 8th.
Yeah,
Ninth. Take it or leave it.
I bet you'll be in upper bracket. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Now, about our other racers.
All right, Dwight. Very glad that you got in your best run on Zaga, your last attempt.
Oh yeah, was it? God.
It saved us the work of having to go back and watch the replay to see what your actual best time was. So much appreciated.
I had cleared my times and left it on the score screen at the end, so it should be the latest.
I have one question. What are we doing about the tie?
There isn't one.
Oh, okay.
Ties are determined by the sum of best times.
I'm saying the tie on the one track.
On which track?
Wasn't there a tie on Zaga?
No.
No.
Ah.
That got cleared up.
Darn, I was kind of looking forward to adjudicating that.
If there are ties on a single track, then both players get the top points.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Carry on interviewing.
I don't know if
Link
that's how.
8,
that's the rule.
I think I've read that right, is saying the exact thing that we've been saying. There was, until there wasn't.
Yeah. Yeah, I was keeping tabs on chat as we went.
Yep.
So Ram, is this your first time playing in a tournament?
Yeah, this is my first time in the tournament.
All right, how did it feel to do the qualifying, get a little taste of competition?
Honestly, that was really awesome, and I think I set a PB on all 3 of those because I've never ran them that hard.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's easy to do on qualifying.
How much?
I'm a little worried about the actual tournament when there's more than 3 tracks to worry about.
Yeah, you have to worry about all of them.
Except the 2 you permaban. But yeah.
How much experience do you have with the game generally?
I mean, I've been playing it since I was like 5, but when you play it when you're 5, that's very different than playing it in a tournament setting.
Yeah.
Picked it back up like a year ago because it was on sale for Star Wars Day. And then I don't know how I went down the rabbit hole, found Discord, found the tournament, watching a few of the late matches last year, and then decided, like, you know what, this sounds like fun. Let's take last place.
We're glad
Pretty
you're here.
common pattern to have a game go on sale and then like a flood of people like come into the Discord or they somehow find speedrunning and like, oh, I wonder what the optimal way to run this track is, and then they'll look up the world record and stuff like that.
And be immediately intimidated by the fact that Dom is about 5 to 10 seconds ahead of second place.
Oh yeah, it kind of blows your mind at first, like once you see like, oh, I didn't know that like it could be done that fast, or that route was even possible.
One person can do
What's
it.
the fastest time possible? Of 3 minutes? Oh, it's a 151.
Mm-hmm.
I just spent the last 10 minutes looking at Sebulba's Legacy too.
Oh,
Yeah, I
boy.
definitely tried to do some of the things that I see on Dom's channel, and then I usually fail. And so this tournament was definitely figuring out, like, okay, how can I actually survive the tracks?
That's a good
honestly,
place
the
to
most
start.
Yeah, the most important step is always learning what you can do without dying, not what is the fastest. Like, learning your limits when you start learning is the most important thing.
Yeah.
The first thing to learn is what you can get away with.
Yeah.
Yep.
That goes for a lot of things in life. For legal reasons. That was a joke.
So it looks like we have 6 rookies this year.
For illegal reasons, it was very true.
One of those rookies apparently signed up during this match.
Oh, that's
Oh.
awesome. I hope
So
we
we
got
have-
inspired by our amazing gameplay.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it.
New racer, new racer.
Yeah, we'll see what comes of that.
I mean, they probably took a
Who
good
signed-
look at
who
some of
signed
us and
on?
was like, I can do better times than those guys.
Shorty.
Okay.
I do not recognize that
Congratulations.
name. Welcome.
I think that might be a new player altogether.
The sign-up sheet says that he'll be playing on N64,
Ooh!
My
Very
God.
nice.
which will be a first for the
Okay.
tournament.
Really?
Trust me, we tried,
guess-
we tried for years to get the best 64 player to join. We
Yeah.
never did.
The
Mm.
best 64 player instead has chosen to live the forever DM lifestyle, always choosing the maps for qualifiers, never participating.
Yep.
Is it,
He didn't he do a French restream once?
I don't know.
Possibly.
I think so.
is it
I think
perhaps
so.
harder to stream on N64, or is it you just need a capture card?
Just need a capture card. Honestly,
Yeah.
it's easier to stream this on 64 a lot of the time. Recording this game can be a nightmare if you don't know what you're doing.
Yep.
8-bit duo controller? Yeah, well, that would be helpful.
No, they're playing on a Mad Catz fishing rod.
Mad Cat's fishing rod only. Let's go.
I should do that stream sometime. I just
They're
need to get a
playing
fishing
with
rod.
the Hey You Pikachu mic.
Oh god, voice controlling this game, no.
Left.
I mean, I don't know if it matters, but I've actually switched. Instead of using the keyboard, I'm using a MIDI keyboard, like a piano type keyboard, and that actually suits me
seriously?
better than the regular keyboard. Yeah, it's
You're using a piano keyboard to play this game.
Oh, that is a first.
I should upload that video to YouTube so I can
Please, that
really
is
show it.
amazing.
We love obscure
I'm
controller
gonna need a
setups.
minute.
That's the best one we've ever had in tournament. I'll give you that.
And we had a SNES controller in tournament.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that sounds wild.
What
But
do you
yeah,
had? SNES controllers, wheels.
All right. Magius indicated in the sign-up sheet that he'll be using a Switch Pro controller this year.
Yeah, he did that.
Aw, boo!
Oh, so no more SNES controller.
Oh.
Coward!
Switch controller is definitely better though.
Honestly, Pro controller.
It is. Magius will do a fine job using a real controller for once, but like, boo, coward!
We should probably wrap this up since we got a late start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta go eat my dinner.
I need to also.
Yeah, I crammed a hamburger in my face at breakneck speeds.
All right, good job on the
Meeting-
games tonight, guys.
We have
Good
another
luck in
qualifier tonight that
on
we
your
can pitch.
placements.
Oh yeah, there is another one, isn't there?
Sorry, do I repeat that? I did not.
Oh, I was just gonna say, good luck on your placements, and hope you had fun tonight.
You too.
Yeah, thanks for joining. It's been great.
Thank you.
We're excited to see what comes in the future for
Mhm.
in qualifying. Speaking of which, next qualifying session is tomorrow.
I thought it was in like
10
an hour.
Yeah, 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. And then the next one after that is Wednesday.
Wait, so then what's Paige thinking of?
I thought I thought it was Sunday. I got my days mixed up.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's my bad.
Yeah, tomorrow we'll be seeing Domerate, Homura, Nate, and Metallica. So that will be a crazy qualifying.
Yeah, no, that's,
Oh boy.
get ready to watch 4 angry gods.
those are four. It is that's quite possibly the best, the 4 best active players in the world right now.
Possibly.
What we're about to witness is fire, earth, water, and air going head to head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything
Alright.
will change when the
Absurd.
Fire Nation attacks, of course.
Well, let's wrap this up then. But yeah, great match, guys. And thank you very much, as always, to SpeedGaming for hosting us for the last 6 years.
We just got a big update in Discord, by the way.
Yeah?
Half an hour ago, Nacho said he has been given permission to join the tournament.
Yeah!
Oh, that could get spicy.
All right, we'll
Spicy
see what
nachos.
happens with that.
Yeah. Find out next time on Pod Racing. That's all I got. I don't have
Back
subtitles.
with a vengeance. And also a Zugga and a Sebulba's Legacy.
There you go.
Right.
He. Oh my god, did he register? Hold up.
Not yet.
He said he's
He is
considering.
allowed to register. He has not yet registered.
Like I said, find out next time on Pod Racing, apparently with a vengeance.
All
And
right.
a Zugga and a Sebulba's Legacy.
All right. See you guys.
Bye, guys.
Keep your goggles on and your engines tuned.
Oh, that could get spicy.